All right, Sophia. So here's a side-by-side analysis with your buddy there, Julia. Obviously, don't expect you to ski like Super Jules, but it's still helpful to look at her and try to learn a little bit about what she's doing. Clearly, she's going a lot faster, so she's able to produce much more angles than you would because you're going a lot slower and the terrain is a little flat. So I don't expect you to produce this kind of angles, but we can still learn from that and try to produce a little more. So here you're both coming through, kind of in the same part of the turn. In the transition, you both get recentered, right? She starts rolling them up, and so do you. You're a little more countered, which I think we need to lose a little of that counter at the top of the turn. I think that locks you up a bit. An excessive counter does hard at pressure the outside ski, but you're not bad, but something to think about. But, here's what she does. You can see already she moved forward, and now she's moving inside the turn. She's really diving into the center of the arc. And as I said on your other video, I mean, she's got the boots up over the hips, up over the boots, and it's fairly extended. I mean, she's not tall, of course, because she's not standing straight up, but her body right now is pretty extended. You can see outside leg extended, but her upper body isn't really all that hunched over. It's a little bit. You have a little bend there, but not nearly as much as you. You can kind of see yours. If you just, dove in a little bit more, and you could do it even at the speeds you are, your feet will come out from underneath you more. You'll produce higher edge angles, right? I mean, she is kind of right here. That's called inclination, and you are, clearly more like that right now. So, inclination, you can't confuse it with leaning in because she's got committed outside pressure to the pressure of the outside ski, no doubt. Hands are wide for balance, but those hands are going to start coming in. Let's find her again. Those hands are going to start coming forward and what we call kind of wiping the counter, driving the outside hand forward, and she gets level. And that's the key thing about when you use inclination like that. You've got to level out in the fall line and through turn completion. You've got to be level by the panel. But there's a lot more, motion in hers. And, key things of skiing: pole plant, motion, and angles. And because she uses inclination, gets extended at the top of the turn, dives in, gets the feet way off underneath her, allows her to drop the hip in, produce big angles, moves the hands forward, wipes the counter, levels by turn completion. Still has a slight counter there, a little bit down the hill. So, I don't expect you to be quite as extreme as that, but I think you can and you need to come in here and move more forward and inside, dive into that arc a bit. It'll allow you to extend the upper body a little taller, but dropping the hip, producing bigger angles. I mean, we need to have, your inside ski is pretty flat because it's under you. We've got to get that out from beneath us. We need matching high edge angles of both skis. Provided that we level out by the fall line and the panel, we'll be in good shape. So, you're not going to do that like in a race course. That's not the place to try it. we got to try it in some, relatively fast free skiing. Well, let's try it there first, and then we'll move it into the course.